There are playtests that are happening all the time across Steam, and there are a couple of games that are in their playtest right now that I would highly recommend that you check out if you have the time to do so. The first one is an action RPG by the name of Blades of Mirage. Embark on an epic isometric action RPG set in a Southeast Asian inspired world. As Mirror, use your ability to create water-based weapons and explore ancient ruins scattered across unique islands. Confront corrupted, powerful creatures and solve intricate puzzles to secure the ancient relics. The playtest for this game is happening right now until July the 20th. It's a pretty fun game. It's an action RPG. It's isometric. It's got a little bit of Souls-like in it. I'm not really sure of the Souls-like right now, but it is a fun game nonetheless. So what exactly are you doing within this playtest? Well, you're getting to know the character of Mirror. He is essentially a waterbender, being able to create water-based weapons. The weapons that you interact with, there's multiple weapons that you have that will be in the full game, but the only weapons that you have in this initial playtest period are a sword, a bow, and a hammer that you will find later on in the game as well. And so you're getting custom with the systems, specifically with the combat. You have multiple different light attacks and then heavy attacks as well, have ranged attacks, and there's magic associated with the bow as well because they are made of water. And then you will eventually get a number of different runes that you can equip to your character to buff or debuff. They have varying amounts of effects with them, like increasing your health by increasing the attack, or increasing the amount of damage that is done to you, but increasing your own attack that you are dealing out to other foes as well. So you get the ability to kind of customize and mix and match the runes that you get within this game as well. And among that, you are getting familiar with the world and with the story. And like the description said, this is a Southeast Asian inspired type of world. I love to see more representation in the Southeast Asian sphere. I enjoyed it, and I know there's a lot of polish to be had. The combat for me is a little bit stiff as of right now. I was hitting enemies a lot. I would get stuck in a combat animation, and I felt like the dodge wasn't as smooth as I wanted it to be. The enemies hit very hard. They're very brutal, and so I can understand the Souls-like elements in that, where even minor enemies were dealing out tons of damage, and I was kind of getting overwhelmed by some of those enemies as well. So it's not too crazy, but it can overwhelm you if you're not efficient and not understanding of the enemy attack pattern. There's not a whole lot of varying enemies. There's a couple of bosses that you can face. There's some enemies that can throw projectiles at you that are a lot more dangerous than the melee based enemies. You kind of have to dodge it and make sure you get out of the way because you will get hit for massive amounts of damage. It's all figuring out the flow of the combat in the game. The playtest isn't really that long. There's also like a playtest timer. You can see how quickly you can get through the game, but I highly recommend you check this out. There's no release date on the Blades of Mirage as of right now. If you want to join the playtest, you can check it out right now. It goes until the 20th. Check out Blades of Mirage. The next playtest that is happening, but you want to get on this quickly because it is a closed playtest that happens until the 14th, and this is called Sealbreakers. It is a top-down 3D roguelike brawler where the disgraced warriors fight immortal tyrants in a collapsing reality, break the world back with nothing but fist. I saw this a lot on threads online. I was like, I gotta get on this game because this game looks a lot of fun. I will admit, at the first outset, the environments and the enemy designs aren't really that exciting, but the fun is in the combat itself. You are essentially a knight throwing hands with anybody that you can see, and there's a lot of customization, a lot of variety. You have some abilities that you can choose from in your combos, like shadow and fire and lightning, and then you get to just chain combos and just throw people against wall and to see how that works in the combo strings. You also have the ability to dodge and to parry. You have to do perfect parries and do perfect dodges and to just throw dudes against the wall, ground pound them, throw them against other enemies. Enemies will have weapons that will attack you with swords and whatnot, but when you press the button, your character will just kick the sword back into the enemy. They don't want to pick up any sort of weapon at all. They just want to fight with hands. The devs describe this game as a mix of Hades and Sifu, and I can see that so well. I hope they improved the environment design to kind of match the combat. It's a little bit stylized when you die. There's kind of a red line that goes through you as you die and as you restart your run, and so that's pretty stylized, but I hope the art increases and kind of matches the craziness that is going on. It's a lot of fun. A full run actually just takes a full 30 minutes, so you can just go again and again and again. And this is kind of an easy to pick up but very hard to master type of roguelike game, because sometimes you are just pushing buttons, but other times you really want to string combos together the right way and kind of dodge and block the same way to get the right amount of combo strings, especially when you add on these modifiers from your runs, where after a certain amount of hits you gain fire or you gain shadow, or after a certain amount of hits, or if you're ground pounding, you will have a shadow that will attack enemies enemies alongside you as well. So you can just button mash, but I would highly recommend you trying to time combos and trying to get the best combo string possible to not drop your combo and also move out of the way, because the enemies will hit you hard and will hit you fast if you're unaware of that. But it is a fun brawler. I can't wait to see more of Sealbreakers. No release date on it so far. Please jump on the playtest if you haven't already. It's a closed playtest that goes until the 14th. I don't know how many spots I have available, but jump on it right now before it ends if you want to get your hands on Sealbreakers, a very fun beat 'em up roguelike. That's the thing I love about these playtests and all these demos. There's always some kind of demo or some sort of playtest going on. And if you want to jump on these two, highly recommend it. I will have the links in the description of this video. And at the end of this video, it will pop up videos that I'm doing on the channel, including my part 1 of my indie game radar for Steam Next Fest. I'm still working on demos that I've played over Steam Next Fest, kind of putting that all together, because there's a lot of demos that I played. I played 15 on that last video. I'm playing another 15 for this next video. So that'll be coming out pretty soon, as well as other videos I've done on the channel if you want to check that out. Again, thank you so much for watching. My name is Chike, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.